everyone, I hope you all are doing well. It has been a really long time since I have done a tag video, so I thought today I would do the questions nobody asked tag. I really enjoy doing tag videos because I feel like it gives you guys the opportunity to get to know me a little bit better. So I have all the questions on my phone and I'm just going to go ahead and start answering them. First question says, when driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, the radio, or nothing? I really enjoy listening to music when I'm driving, so I usually just plug in my phone into my stereo and I will listen to playlists that I've created on iTunes, or I'll listen to Pandora. I have quite a few different Pandora stations that I really enjoy. If I'm not listening to music, I'm usually listening to podcasts from my phone. I really enjoy the Dave Ramsey podcast. My church has a podcast that I enjoy listening to. If you guys have any recommendations for podcasts that you think I would enjoy, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Next question, are you a window person or an aisle person? I love the thought of being a window person because I do social media, so I would love to be able to take pictures for my Snapchat, my Instagram, and also vlog, and it's really nice to be able to sit right next to the window so that you can do that. However, I have anxiety when it comes to feeling trapped, and of course when you're on an airplane, you're trapped in the airplane, but I don't like sitting in towards the window because there's a bunch of people next to me and I feel like if I need to get up for any reason, I'm gonna have all these people I'm gonna have to climb over. What if one of them falls asleep and I can't get around them? I'm a little crazy when it comes to that, so I really enjoy sitting in the aisle, and I hope that whoever I'm traveling with gets the window seat so that I can pass them my camera and they can take pictures and do all that for me. So I am an aisle person. How do you relieve stress? I relieve stress a couple different ways. The main way that I relieve my stress is by running. I love just putting in my headphones and hitting the pavement. I usually run about 4 or 5 miles when I'm really stressed. I just listen to my music, I get into it, I start thinking about different things, I become really creative. Usually I'll have to take my phone out and start writing notes when I'm running because all this creativity kind of comes to me. And then when I get home and I shower, I just feel so relieved. So that is one major way that I relieve stress. Another way that I relieve stress is by cleaning my house. A lot of times I can just feel overwhelmed when there's stuff everywhere. So I really like to just deep clean everything and then sit down at the end of the day and look at my home and just see that everything's nice and clean and everything's put in its place and I have candles going and it smells good. So those are 2 ways that I relieve stress. What was your favorite childhood TV show? This is so easy. My favorite childhood TV show was Boy Meets World. I loved it then, I love it now, I have it on DVD. It's just an amazing show. I love it so much, and that, yeah, definitely hands down my favorite. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be 2 different things. I, of course, have always wanted to be a stay-at-home wife and a mother. That's always been my biggest dream. But something I've always really wanted to do, and this is how I put it when I was a little kid, I always said that I wanted to be Samantha Brown. If you guys don't know who Samantha Brown is, she is a host on the Travel Channel. She does all kinds of really awesome shows about traveling. She's done ones in the Disney parks, and I've always thought those were the coolest. She just is so happy all the time, and she gets paid to travel the world and see new places, and that's what I wanted to do. So I didn't think I could be a Travel Channel host, so I decided I wanted to be a travel writer because I really enjoyed writing, and a lot of people told me that I was good at it. So I kind of went with that for a few years, and I didn't really tell a lot of people about it because I didn't think it'd be something that I would ever be able to achieve, but it's something that I've always wanted to do, and that's why I have been really enjoying sharing my travel videos with you guys this year. I would love to do a lot more travel vlogs and just share that with you because it's just always been a passion of mine. So those are the 2 things that I've always really wanted to do. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are enjoying my travel vlogs and if it's something that you would like to see more of. Okay, next question. What was the best prank you ever pulled off? I don't think I've ever successfully pulled off a prank. I think I've tried, but it's never happened. I'm just not very good at it, so yeah, I don't think I've ever pulled one off. If you could have dinner with 3 people, whom would you choose? Oh gosh, 3 people. Probably, this is just like really quick on a whim, first people that come to mind are God, Walt Disney, and Shay Carl. I don't know why, those 3, I've always loved Walt Disney and his imagination. Shay Carl has always been a huge inspiration for me, and of course God, I mean, how could you not? So those 3 people is who I would have dinner with. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? I don't think I would take anything back. I hold on to clothes way longer than I should, and by the time I get rid of them, I've worn them way too many times. I've been photographed in them way too many times, and I'm just like, bye Felicia, I'm done with you. So probably nothing. If you could hire any actor to portray you in a movie, who would you choose? I would probably choose Audrey Hepburn. A lot of people told me that I kind of look like her. And I feel like she's like super pretty and classic, but I also feel like she's a little bit of a badass too, or was a little bit of a badass too. And I don't know, I just think that she would portray me really well. If you guys think otherwise, let me know who you think would portray me best in a movie. If you could play an instrument, which would you play? That is also easy. I would play the drums. I used to really want to play the drums when I was younger. My mom was not really thrilled about that, so I learned how to play the piano, but it just wasn't my thing. I wanted to learn how to play the drums, and I never did. Maybe one day I will, but I don't know. My mom grew up in a family of drummers, so she was just like, no, that's not happening. So I would love to learn how to play the drums. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? Oh gosh, I have no idea. I honestly, I don't know. There's probably so many people, but how do you choose? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I cannot choose. If you could live in one city for the rest of your life, where would you live? I don't know. I feel like I haven't traveled to that many cities, and I couldn't make an educated guess because I wouldn't know if I would enjoy living there, but I feel like New York City would be a lot of fun. There's so much to do there. So if I just had to go off of just like pure imagination and guessing, I would probably say New York City. However, if I lived there for a little bit, I might decide that I didn't want to live there forever, but just guessing, that's what I would say. If you could make any fictional character come to life, which would it be? I don't know. I'm not really into huge fictional characters. I'm not into like super fictional movies. I don't really like a lot of things that I know could never happen in real life. I'm just like not into that, so I have no idea. I guess I'm not very good at answering these questions because I have no idea. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? I went as a genie one year. I dressed up as Minnie Mouse. Of course, cheerleader, because I was a cheerleader, so that was super easy. I think I went as like a vampire one year, and my mom had like put all this like makeup on my face, and I had vampire teeth, and I was dressed in all black. That was fun. So those are a couple things that I dressed up as. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I sleep with them open, but I would love to sleep with them closed. We just always forget to close them. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? Probably Betty Boop. I think she's cool. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Sometimes, not as often as I used to. I used to take them all the time. When I was younger, that was my favorite part about staying in hotels, was taking the shampoo and conditioner bottles. Now I don't really take them as much just because I have way too much junk and I don't need any more. Have you stolen a street sign before? No, I have never done that. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Definitely out. I don't know how people sleep with them tucked in. I feel like constricted. I can't move. It drives me nuts. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Neither, but probably a swarm of bees. Both sound awful. Do you always smile for pictures? I don't always smile for pictures because I usually do the duck face, but you know, either that or duck face. Have you peed in the woods? Yes, multiple times. I grew up going mudding and four-wheel riding and all kinds of stuff. We were constantly in the woods and there's no bathroom out there, so you gotta do what you gotta do. What size is your bed? We have a king size bed. My husband is 6'8", so anything smaller would just be way too small. When we go on vacation and we have to stay in a queen bed or like something smaller, it's torture. So we have a king bed. What was the best concert you ever attended? I haven't really been to that many concerts, but when I was younger, me and my friends went to this big Christian concert, and my best friend Christina was obsessed with Toby Mac, and my grandmother had 2 VIP passes, and I remember giving Christina and her friend the VIP passes so that they could go see Toby Mac front and center, and I just remember just like feeling really good about myself. Like, I just let my best friend go see this guy that she loves, and I don't know, I just felt really good about it. So that's the memory that I have the most when I think about concerts. What is your song of the week? Is it called Me by Meghan Trainor? The If I Was You, I'd Wanna Be Me Too. I love that song. I love when that song comes on at the gym. It's amazing. Let's see. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Probably not that long ago. I like to write David love notes, so I do that kind of often. How many languages can you speak? 1. I can only speak English. I took Spanish in college and didn't learn a lick of it. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. I'm trying to hurry because my camera battery is dying. Cheetos or Fritos? Probably Cheetos. Fritos are also good. Can you curl your tongue? I can do that. That's about it. Ever win a spelling bee? Definitely not. I am the world's worst speller. I am awful at spelling. Do you own a record player? No, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to own one. I've been seeing them all over Instagram, and I kind of secretly want one because I think that they're so cool. I love records, and I would definitely be a record hoarder because they're just so cool. Who would you like to see in concert? Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many different people that I love. I don't know who I'd want to see in concert. We went to a country concert not too long ago. We vlogged it. I'll link it in the description box below. And the people that I was really excited to see just weren't as good in concert. So I feel like the people that I really enjoy, I don't want to see because then it might ruin it for me. Can you swim well? I think pretty well. Are you patient? Definitely not. Patience is not one of my virtues. I'm not good at being patient. DJ or band at wedding? Definitely DJ. I had a DJ. He was amazing. Loved him. He was so good. Ever won a contest? Yes. Do you have kids? No. Do you want kids? More than anything. Those are all of the questions that are in this questions nobody asked tag. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you learned a little bit more about me. I am going to tag a few other YouTubers. I will have their links in the description box below, so go to their channels and let them know that I tagged them in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone! So the first thing that I received was this Young Living Thieves Essential Oil Blend Household Cleaner.